Hi, what's up you guys? How's it going? It's Papa, and today I just got done at my locals and I got second place with pure Trap Eldlich. Yes, Trap Eldlich. I know I did a community pool, not tab, community tab, that's what I did. So I did a community tab asking you guys what you wanted to see me play for locals, and I know the overwhelming vote got Sword Soul, but let me just get real honest real quick. Sword Soul wasn't supposed to be on that list. I don't know why I was thinking of putting Sword Soul on there because I had already taken it to my locals and I've been trying to play something different every week. So I didn't do Sword Soul for that reasoning. And then the other reason too is that the Burning Abyss list that I had originally planned on playing that I did put in the community tab left, I realized I didn't have all the cards for it. So I wasn't able to play Burning Abyss, and I know you guys didn't want to see another Sprite list, so I just went with the one that actually had the least amount of votes, and I do apologize for that, but I ended up playing Eldlich, and honestly, I know what you're thinking. Eldlich was definitely not the deck that you should be playing right now in the current format. We have pistols that are running wild and all that other fun shit, but the deck was really nice. The deck did way better than I thought that I was going to do. I played against Punk, I played against Tier Element, I played against Sword Soul, and I played against Labyrinth, the less superior trap deck. But the deck was a lot of fun. I'll go ahead and get into my list right now, and I'll explain like the card choices, of course, while I go. But it's 40 card list, nothing really too crazy to say the least. But starting off, we have my beautiful Hero print copies of Eldlich the Golden Lord. We played 2 of them bad boys, so I'll just put her there. But basically the star of the show is, of course, the Golden Lord. This card is basically just what makes the deck go wild. Next, I was playing some anti-Bistal hate, so I did play 3 copies of Ghost Bell. This lighting is really terrible, I do apologize. But I did play 3 Bell just to cooperate with the Bistals, because basically if your Golden Lords are gone, you're going to lose the game. 100%. If you don't have Golden Lord in your deck or on your field or whatever it is, you're basically just going to not win the game. And as much as it sucks to say, it's just the truth. So if you don't have any of those cards, like if you can't out Bistals, then you're, I don't know what to tell you. You're definitely just not going to be in a good position. But yes, I did play 3 Bell. Bell was actually really strong all day. I can't complain. The card did amazing. Being able to just stop Tier Elements from popping off, being able to stop just recursion from the graveyard in general is really good. But 3 Bell was definitely the correct choice. I also main deck 3 copies of Lava Golem. This is definitely debatable. I completely understand that. I probably should have played 2 going back and looking at it, but I opted for 3 Lava Golem just because in case if you lose the die roll and you're just facing down a board full of multiple negations, i.e. a Tier Element board, but you just want this for going second mainly. It does suck when you draw this off of like Extravagance, or if you draw it off of like Duality, which I did play. Lava Golem was really good though. I resolved it a few times and it was important every single time. But that's it for the main deck monsters. I only played 8. I wasn't playing Dogmatica. I wasn't playing like the branded stuff. This is just pure Trap Eldlich with just like a few like little hot takes in it. And yeah, this lineup was really good. I can't complain too much. I definitely did like this lineup a lot. For spells, we were on 3 copies of Extravagance. This card was really important. Being able to just, of course, draw 2. Why wouldn't you want to play it? I did opt for 2 copies of Duality. Duality was fine. I wouldn't say this card was amazing, but I wouldn't say it was bad either. Most of the time, my Extravagance did get negated through Ash, so I would have the Duality for follow-up and being able to just still get cards deep into your deck is really good, of course. But Duality was like fine. I wouldn't play 3 of it just because, again, you're still summoning a lot and it's a lot more than you would think, but it's just really good to have. So 2 Duality for that reasoning. And then I was on 2 copies of Cursed Eldland. You could play 3 if you want to. I didn't like 3. I've never really been a fan of this card in general. For those that have watched the channel for a long time, I've never really liked Cursed Eldland, but you do want to see your traps and you want to be able to see like whatever you can. Mainly because also I'm playing another card, that being the Eldlich of White Destiny. That is awful glare, I do apologize. But White Destiny you need because this is another way of just stopping Bistals from getting your guy. Basically, you just summon the Golden Lord back from the graveyard, Really important because you do run into those instances where the pistol targets your Golden Lord and you just need to get it out, whether it's through Bell, whether it's through Sanguine, or from the homeboy White Destiny. But card was amazing. I can't really say anything bad about this. Every time I saw it was great. It dodged plenty of pistols, and then it also was just really good. It just helped go for a game and everything else. So one White Destiny just for that reasoning. And then I put a Call by the Grave just because it's like an honorary trap. This was the 40th card. I didn't know what else to play, so I just opted for the Call by the Grave. But that's it for the spell lineup. We'll get on to the actual star of the shows now, which are, of course, the trap cards. So we're on the 3 Sanguine. Of course, you have to play 3. 3 copies of Conquistador. This is very standard for those that have seen Eldlich like basically anywhere. This is a very standard lineup. But what was different was I actually ended up playing 3 copies of Yugioh. Yugioh is really good because we're in a tier element heavy format. This is good for sniping out like tennies in the graveyard. This is also good for just getting rid of like the pistol target, and it's also 1800 attack, which is very important. This card was definitely the MVP of all of them. I don't think I really even used Conquistador all that much. I think I was just digging for Yugioh every time. Very good card, and this is definitely the only format where you could really just play it at 3. But I do like this card a lot, and it was really strong, so can't complain there. And of course, we were on 3 copies of Solemn Strike, my favorite trap card in the game. I played 3 copies of Skill Drain. I don't really like playing a lot of Floodgates, for people that know. I've never really been a huge fan of Floodgates, even though I did opt to play another Floodgate. I do apologize. But we played 3 copies of There Can Be Only One for the main deck, because this hits a tier element, this hits Sword Soul. Card's really strong, and then you can always just send it off your Golden Lord anyway to just go for game. But card was really strong all day. This card put in a lot of work, and I can't complain. The only normal trap I played 3 of was 3 copies of Punishment. This card's really strong as well. Just when you have all of your main disruption being from the extra deck to make your Punishment live, being able to send like the Omega to recycle back your Golden Lord if needed to is really strong. But Punishment was definitely probably the best choice to play at 3. And I kind of wish I played 3 of this one, but I did only play 2 copies of Ice Dragon's Prison. Probably should play 3 going forward if you are going to play this deck going forward, but let's be honest, I'm probably not going to play this until the next format. But I would probably play 3 IDP going forward and probably just cut the Call by the Grave, or I would just play 41 in general. But that's it for the main deck. We are at 40 cards, no more, no less. Deck was really solid, can't complain. I think, again, the only thing that I would change would probably be taking out the Call by the Grave for the 3rd Ice Dragon's Prison, or if you don't like that, you can also cut the 3rd Lava Golem for the Ice Dragon's Prison. But I would definitely find room to play 3 copies of Ice Dragon's Prison because this card is just really strong. And during the tournament, I did miss having the 3rd, so I would definitely make room for the 3rd if you could. Okay, for the extra deck, I'm not going to go too crazy into depth on this because it's just cards that you never really make, but I'll show you what is important. We do play 1 copy of Garura. Sorry, again, the lighting. But 1 Garura, very strong. Being able to send this off Punishment, get a draw, really good. 2 Entis. This card is really insane as well. I wanted to play 3 just because of Extravagance, but I couldn't find room. There's definitely cards that you can cut to make room for the 3rd Entis, but card was OP. As always, this card is always really strong in any deck that can play Punishment, of course. I played Wind Pegasus at Ignister. Card was fine, I guess. I mean, I never summoned it. It just got banished off of Extravagance. But when you're playing Punishment and you're basically playing cards that say pop your opponent's cards, you're not really going to send the Ignister most of the time anyway. This is just filler, basically, at that point. 1 Omega. If I could play more of this, I would. I would probably play 3, but basically when you're playing against a Abyssal matchup, you want to make sure this is in graveyard to just keep cycling back your Golden Lord that gets banished. But you can only play 1, so I do play the 1. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. Now, hear me out. I play Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend and a Savage Dragon, mainly because the trap cards are level 5. And we do play Bell in the main deck, so technically speaking, you can make these cards. So you can make these cards at the cost of your normal summon, but you're not normal summoning anything else in the deck. So you can definitely like get way of playing some wiggle room. Again, you could probably cut one of these for the 3rd Entis if you like, but I just thought that they were like neat enough to just try it, but I never made any of these, so don't worry about it. I was on 2 copies of Pallades. This was definitely like a good choice. I did get 1 banished most of the time off of Extravagance, but having the 3rd was just really nice to have just in case. Card's great. I definitely would play 3rd if I had a 3rd, but I didn't. But 2 is good. 2 ofs that was also good again. Royal Cannon Gustav Max, card's insane. Wouldn't play 3, but 2 was fine. The Juggernaut Leap, I made this once. Actually, no, I made this twice and was able to go for game 1 of those times, but not the 2nd time. 1 Zeus, don't really make this card. This could be the 3rd Entis, to be honest. And then I played double Link Spider. I wouldn't play any more Links. You don't do any kind of Link summoning in this deck. Probably play a 3rd Link Spider, if anything, because I did get these banished off of Extravagance a couple different times. And if you really want to be cute and make the Savage Dragon, then being able to just summon the Link Spider, it dies, you just re-equip it off of the Savage. It's just a free negate, but I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about this. It's not really used. That's it for the extra deck. If anything, I'd probably make room for like the 3rd Entis and then maybe a Ferjeet, but there's definitely cards that you can cut to throw in those things. I just wanted to be cutesy because it was locals, and again, I wasn't expecting to do any kind of well with this. Just quickly show off the side deck. We do play 1 copy of Pankratops. Very strong. Shouldn't really need to explain more. 2 Lord of the Heavenly Prison. This card's also really good. I wouldn't play 3 though. I think 3 just tends for bad hands. There was definitely times where I knew my opponent was going to make me go first game 2 after winning game 1, and it did happen. So these got sided in basically every game 2 after I won, of course. So basically when you're blinding game 2, you want to throw these in, and odds are they're going to side in a bunch of removal, and if they side in removal, you're basically safe because you have access to Lord. So good stuff there. 3 Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. I never sided this card in, but it was just something to just protect me from people that like to slow play, but never made it, or never used it, never sided it in. These could be anything else if you wanted to. Also, we were on 3 copies of Ultimate Slayer. This card's broken. This card's really freaking good. I can't complain. Definitely would play this again moving forward, but card was nuts. Being able to just send Entis, get a pop, send Garura, get a draw. Really insane card. Can't complain. For not removal, but for like anti-hate, of course, we always side in Judgment going first. Card's nuts. Definitely the best card in the side deck, but the other best card in the side deck as well was Triple Dark Bribe. We were basically not losing a Lightning Storm evenly matched. Twin Twister, whatever it was, definitely not like how I wanted to lose my games. So we sided in these every time going first just because I wanted to make sure all my shit was safe. And Harpy's Feather Duster is legal, so I didn't want to lose to that. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for the deck profile, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I didn't really know like what to really expect with this deck. I just kind of built it the night before locals, as I've been doing with the rest of my decks, but I've been having a good time just being able to just play whatever I wanted to, not having to worry about like any big tournaments, not having to worry about misplaying or whatever the hell it is. Learning different rulings is always nice as well. Different kinds of like card interaction is always nice. It's always good to just like expand your like mindset as a player, and then you just get better at the game. And lately I have been, and I'm very proud of that. So I've been having a good time at locals, just playing whatever I wanted to. I know you guys are tired of Sprite again, but I'm just also tired of playing it. So I just wanted to see what else I can like opt to play. But yeah, that's gonna really do it, guys. Until next time, this has been Papa, and I will catch you all in my next video. Take care, everyone.